welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drops back on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for room. It's Blaylock. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Pull to the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Michael Hawkins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
On the move. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be...
Touchdown Sooners! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
He's changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Look out! He's got it way down the field. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Thomas. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on second down. Caught. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Can't get him to the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Rodgers. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 4 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Ducks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wants to throw one first. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Drops back on first down. Snags it. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, it's Shepard. There he goes.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Run in the red zone. It's Shepard. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Throws quickly. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. All over him immediately.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Stepping to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Blaylock. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bitonio. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He'll take it himself. Across the 45. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He wants it all. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback keeper. He's stopped.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Bitonio. Going long. Pulls it in on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Could not make his way to the corner. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll start on the ground with Washington.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking long. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy did just there. Ball thrown deep down the field. It's you versus the other guy. Who's going to win? Can the defense now turn this thing around?
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Takes a handoff. It's Blaylock. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They give it back to him. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Hawkins fires to the wideout. Left side is Jordan. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute play.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Bitonio. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they'll try to win it right here with the two-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rashad Downs going up top. He rifles one deep down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Press center Downs going to the air. Right side, it's Singleton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Making the adjustment. Snap on first down, lost the throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Long way to go on second down. Now on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. And he got it! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.